Bob, everybody played at least 10 minutes, everybody scored. Is this sort of what you envisioned when you thought about how you wanted to play this thing?
Yeah, I think D'Angelo played the most off the bench, and he hadn't played, so we wanted to get a look at him and try to get those guys some experience. I didn't say a word to JC and Dax, and they come out and JC doesn't take a shot and Dax takes 6, because I think, they're smart enough to know that we need those people in backup roles, and we got to figure out who's going to be able to do what and when.
What did you think of Hunter?
Pardon?
What did you think of Hunter?
We just got to spend more time with him. I turned it over too much, but I thought, he did some really positive things too. We turned it over too much. I mean, we worked like crazy to create turnovers, and then we give it back to them 14 times.
Take me through, in the midst of the game, you took Rout aside and chatted with him, and he came back out and played kind of big time out there. What do you say when you take a kid like that? What are you doing, and how positive is it that they react to it rather than pout about it?
Well, he's not. He gets it all the time. He's not a pouter. I don't know. He's usually a better free throw shooter than that. He's usually better around the rim than he was, his first stint in the game. And, you just tell him you got to play hard on defense and play fast on defense and slow down on offense. We just went way too fast. Chase missed shots that he never misses a shot that bad, and it's because he tried to get it off so fast. And, you get revved up, run around playing defense, and it's hard to get yourself slowed down on offense. And I think that was Logan's problem. And really, Bob, he doesn't get the reps that obviously that Sags gets or Magic gets. So trying to make sure he understands what his responsibilities are. He played a lot better when we went 1-3-1.
Bob, you said that you wanted this game here to close the gap a little bit. You think you got some things down on tape that you can learn from this game?
Yeah, our pressure wasn't very good, Mitch, and we've got to. I mean, I think I know what it is, and we talked about it at halftime. I thought it was better the little bit that we played it in the second half. It's hard to hide in the film room, you put it up there, and it's pretty plain and evident, all the things, because it's an amazing thing they try to justify when you try to tell them that they didn't do what they were supposed to do. They always got some reason why they didn't do it, and when you're looking at it on film, it's hard to come up with those reasons.
Coach, I'm sure you're obviously focused on what you guys can keep doing better, but what were maybe some impressions of Jesuit during the game that maybe stuck out to you and what you think they can do moving forward?
Well, I think they're very well coached. One, and I think that they play hard. They really play hard. You get swallowed up by size. I mean, we have pretty good size, and it's just hard. I mean, you every time you turn around, you're looking up at somebody. It's harder to make a pass. It's harder to make a shot. It really takes you out of rhythm. But they played hard. I thought after the initial, I guess, it's kind of like everybody comes in, they hear so much about the pressure that they kind of come in like very tentative. And once they stop being tentative, I thought they did a good job against our pressure.
So what process of bringing Wesley Harris along from not having played a year to being in the starting lineup?
Well, Bob, I went down and before he got hurt, and I didn't really see anything but a practice, and they they were getting ready to play the next day. I think I saw him twice, maybe 3 times. I don't know, but I knew we needed athleticism. I knew we needed length, and he had both of those things. And he's been a I don't want to say a surprise, but he's really been good to coach. You know, he wants to be a good player. He listens. He asks intelligent questions. And we really need his length, and he's our best rebounder right now. He gets more hard rebounds and more rebounds than anybody does. And he came in the other day and wanted some help with his shot, and so I spent a little time with him. Larry spent a little time with him, and he shot it really well today.
He asked what motivated him, and he said being poor. You know anything about his upbringing? I mean, I asked him, well, what does being poor mean? He said, you ever gone to bed without eating? You know.
Well, you can look at him and know that happened. I mean, well, look at you. You'd think you were really wealthy, if that's the barometer we're going to use. No, I don't know that much about his upbringing. I know, I've been to Jackson many times, so I know a little bit about the city of Jackson. But he's just a good kid, you know. He listens. He tries to do the right thing, and I think he's like a lot of guys, you know. They want to be able to go make some money playing basketball eventually, and that's really not a bad motivator. Yeah, he sprained his ankle. But Mitch, you wouldn't know anything about this either, but when you're 165 pounds, you're not putting a lot of weight on. You know what I mean? Yeah, he'll be all right. Beetle's tough. Beetle's he's gone through some stuff. You know, he had the ACL, and he got hurt this real bad ankle sprain early. I don't think this one is. Once you sprain it like that, it's just, you sprain it and it hurts for a little bit, and you tape it up and go. He'll tape it up and go.
First semester now. Is it fair or still too early to make any kind of judgments on what this team is going to be? Can you get a sense of see that finish line at all at this point? Is it? If that makes any sense.
Well, it's hard to say yes when you've got some uncertainty out there. You know, we're going to change when we get Issa back. Obviously, I don't know how close Brandon is to coming back. We could use another ball handler. But I don't know. I don't know. I think I know what we get from Issa, but I don't have any idea what you get from Brandon, if anything. So there's a little bit of uncertainty out there. I think we're getting better. This was good. I mean, it doesn't matter who you play. If you're not in the right place, it kind of shows up. And we weren't in the right place a good bit. And then, guys, I think the hard thing sometimes, like Teddy, Teddy wants to do so well. He really wants to do well, and you overdo it. D'Angelo wanted to do well, and he overdid it. And we've got to continue to pass the ball better. And it was hard to run. It was hard to run. That flex stuff that we run, because they were really physical with it, which I think, those guys are like everybody else. They wanted the game to end so they could get to Pittsburgh and go wherever they're going next. So they didn't blow the whistle a lot, which is fine. That's good.
Coach,
What's the benefit of playing a game like this at this point in the year as opposed to like the Albany game?
I don't know. You ever been locked in a room with like 14 other guys and you're just smacking each other for, 7 or 8 days? You probably wouldn't understand then. No, I mean, you play against the same guy every day, and the same guy fouls you every day, and you know what he's going to do. He knows what you're going to do. We didn't need to go that long at this point in time without being able to play against somebody else. You know what I mean? Like when you get out of that room, like you're looking for somebody smaller than you, you can just smack the hell out of, because it's, you know what I'm saying? It's.
Bob, you mentioned Brandon. We just sort of assumed he would take the medical red shirt, but you think there's a chance he could play? When do you sort of have to make that choice?
I don't know. I'm not sure about that either. I haven't really looked into it that much. He's doing some dummy stuff, but I don't know. I mean, I think if if we felt like he was going to come in and play substantial minutes, why would you redshirt him? So, we're a sprained ankle away from, not having a backup point guard. So, I mean, there's just a lot of variables. Did I dodge that well enough for you?
Yeah, you did.
Good. I'm getting better at it.
Gaining confidence in your depth at 5? Safe to say that, or you still need to see some stuff there? Or?
Justin, we do some of the dumbest stuff that you can't make it up, and if you told them to do it, they probably wouldn't do it. We were underneath the basket how many times? How do you block a shot from underneath the basket? And we were. I mean, Magic was under there. Sags, I don't think, left there underneath the basket. And they haven't done that before. Sags, I think, 3 times hit his hand on the rim trying to block a shot. He has never done that. He's a really good shot blocker. I don't know where that stuff comes from. It just kind of pops up every once in a while.